What's up, YouTube? I'm about to go sleep on the floor again. So yeah, I sleep on the floor. It's kind of strange, but um, I'm I'm still trying to get better at making YouTube videos, and as you can tell by the sound of my voice, I'm not feeling good. I was in my room. My room is a mess. Again, I work. Like, I'm never home a lot. But I'm the only one in the house that works. I'm not really not. I'm not the only one in the house that works. I said that wrong. I meant out of my siblings, I work the most. I've worked the most throughout my life, and yeah, I feel sick. I'm not faking this shit. I feel this fucking. I feel like a truck hit me. I feel like a train hit me. A bullet train hit me, and I feel so fucking tired right now. And I hate sleeping too, man. I know I sound so ungrateful and negative, but I hate having to go to sleep, man. I still want to do shit throughout the day, and whenever I wake up, I feel like I don't have any energy. I feel off, you know. So yeah, I'm. These are just honest thoughts, you know, and it's I made a smoothie, by the way. Here, so this is super thick smoothie. If I wasn't going to sleep, I would add chocolate to that. But again, it's 222. I started recording this with the angel numbers, but I keep saying those numbers 222, 555, 333, and yeah, that's pretty thick oatmeal. But it's just like my dinner in a way. But that's gonna be good up until like morning. Then I'll add like some chocolate powder to it, and that's gonna be like kind of like an energy booster, like caffeine. But so yeah, I want to also kind of change the format. So I'm gonna be making these before I go to sleep videos every day. It's gonna be a recap. So it's gonna be kind of like a recap of how my day went, and you know, a prayer. But we'll get into that. So yeah, I know like in these videos I kind of like talk too much, and I talk about things that don't really matter, and you know, because it interests me. That's just me, you know. But I feel like if I just try to like minimize things, and at the end of the day, I still get to talk about what I did that day. I feel like I'm doing what I set out to do, because like it's like, oh, I want to remember this day, and it's like, yay. Oh, so that's what I did, you know, just hearing what I said. But I want to show you guys another thing. So these are all from work. I snagged a bunch of these freaking squinchers. Also, like, you see that? If you work at Amazon, you know what that is. That's medicine. But these are squinchers, and I add them like a gallon each. But so yeah, recap is that I ran today. I ran a short distance. Getting pretty good at running. But I feel like I don't have much time, and also I filmed. I was at the park during the day, and I filmed a bunch of times, and they all sucked. Every single take sucked. I looked at what I recorded. One time I accidentally put it on slow-mo, but that's easy to fix if you go to like the editing and just like there's like a line below the video. You can just slide it all the way to the end, and it fixes the slow-mo. So if you have a slow-mo video, don't delete that. You can just edit it and fix the normal speed on your gallery. But so yeah, all of it sucked, and it was like an hour. But I can, you know how like piano players, right? Any musician, they practice playing to get better. I feel like that's what I'm doing with like videos, you know. So I guess, you know, the more the better. And I'm already coming up with ways to just kind of like streamline it and make it better. So I want to kind of do this every day. Not at home though, because like I kind of like my privacy. I don't like my parents or like family hearing me, because you know, every single like plan or dream I've ever had, they've always attacked it. you know, everything I had going for myself, going for me, they've always tried their best to fucking ruin it. And that goes hand in hand with when I had a job, a blue badge. And we'll get into that story long later. But I say it all the time. I say it all the time. So I guess we'll end it with a prayer. Now, I'm a Christian. I pray. The way I pray is I don't know how to freaking pray. Like, I do it, but I feel like I'm not praying. So I always like call these hotlines, like these prayer hotlines, and I always join these prayer groups on like, you know, there's like prayer walls, there's like prayer forums, there's like prayer Facebook groups, but I feel like I'm doing it wrong, like when it's on my own, you know. But you know, when I look back, I feel like like sometimes my like most of the time my prayers are answered. But yeah, I would just kind of like to pray, and I'm gonna say this like in a requesty way, but I would just like to pray for. So I had a comment, like I tried to make a video about this, but I had a comment I commented on this video that, and the title is like people aren't the same, and my comment was a reply to another comment, and that had 100 likes, over 100 likes, and my comment went along the lines of every time I wake up I feel anxious, and like reality is completely different, and these feelings kind of like came up so suddenly. Reality to me doesn't feel the same, and it started feeling like that when they rolled out AI. When AI started becoming everywhere, I kind of, you know, if I don't see AI going away, I feel like it was all just leading up to it. Like they had it, and they were waiting, and now everything just feels so fucking different. And maybe it's because we're not seeing any original art, or like, you know, like things that take genuine human love and sacrifice, and you know that like it came from the soul. That's what I'm getting at, you know. That's what I'm like, things with like love and soul, like a human kind of thing. But that's just my theory. So yeah, I would just like to pray that, you know, if anyone's fucking going through that shit, or you're waking up and you think there's something wrong with you, you know, the anxiety, and you know, if reality just feels completely different for you, then I hope that gets better. I'm hoping, under God. So, and I'm praying the same thing for me too. So that's about it. Today is like July 20th. And I'm gonna be doing these daily, you know, recap and prayer. So thank you guys for tuning in. And also, yeah, we're going through some sort of freaking renaissance right now, because like again, like it's YouTube, and I'm seeing so many people kind of wake up and kind of become super nostalgic for the old times, but they're waking up. People are like realizing a lot of things, including myself, you know. Like I've made a lot of connections with a lot of people on YouTube, and it's like we've gone through the same things, and I thought I was like the only one that was feeling like, you know, went through these certain things and was going through these things. But other people went through that shit too, and they're all going, wait a minute, and you know, it's like people are just waking up. So a renaissance might be actually happening. So yeah, as you know, AI is happening and things are changing, people are fucking waking up. I'm not even joking. Like it's I wish I could just show you every single YouTuber like I just randomly got recommended. Like the algorithms are awesome though. The algorithms are awesome. I get these channels, and yeah, it's like one by one I find some guy who's cool. Like the people I'm around, it's like they're nice, but like it's hard to connect. But like with YouTube videos, people get to like, you know, it's like art. It is like art, you know. It's like a song, you know. But it's like a book. YouTube to me is like a library, and like each video is a book, and it's always been like that for me. But yeah, it's like YouTube recommends me like a new author that I like every single fucking day. And I think, yeah, like one of them, and no, I put him in like my watch later, and then I checked out his video in my watch later playlist. I think his name is Truth Tiger. Um, and yeah, it was like this video, and someone's in the hallway right now. You could probably hear me, but it was this video called like Our Parents Didn't Teach Us to Be Adults. And that blew my mind because it's like people actually went through this shit just like I did. Like it's not just my family. And there's like a huge demographic of people that were raised that way. And like I make these connections because like I see how people turn out. And it's like, oh, this explains a lot about how people are becoming the way they are, And a lot of people didn't grow up with that, parental love, It's like, Christianity, right? Like people who are Christians are generally cool. And I feel like, I find Christianity important because, Jesus and like God and like believing in God is kind of like having a father figure, And it's like, there's this generation of people that didn't get their guidance from their dads. And it's like, and that's why I kind of like, before I even became a Christian, knew the importance because I saw it, how it affected like other guys, So, faith in general, but like, yeah. And I also like had a lot of confirmation about that. And then, as I became an adult and I started like thinking, oh my God, yeah, the world is kind of demonic. So, maybe I should just believe in Christ because like it's kind of messed up. And then like, I started like getting into like Christianity and like I started making connections, I started connecting with actual Christians. and I was like, wow, these people are kind of cool, but and as I like got like really into it, I started becoming more blessed and a little more aware and a little more smart because like usually I'd be like, before I was like, a Christian man, I would get stressed out easily. And I was like, I mean, I felt more alive back then, to be honest, but I feel like, like I feel, yeah, Christianity for me has just been like a double-edged sword because like it kind of makes me think about like I want to just focus on my life and just enjoy my life, but and not think about all the morbid things. But yeah, like Christianity, it's good when it gives you faith, but it's bad when it gives you total fucking anxiety and hopelessness because like it's a reminder that you're gonna die one day. And I don't like that aspect, and I don't want to think like that, man. I don't want to be reminded of that. I don't like seeing dead bodies. That's just me, I don't like hearing about someone dying, like it just affects me that bad. And yeah, so that's just, it's just me. In terms of like when I get into like, the spiritual stuff and I'm like, I don't want to think about dying. That's why I'm so into health now. That's why I make myself smoothies and don't want to fucking work night shift anymore. So anyways, yeah, again, a stretched out video. I'm gonna try to get better at making these, but as for now, we're gonna do a lot of practice, a lot of practice talking. Because I kind of like getting my thoughts out, and hey, it's my channel, so. But yeah, reflect and pray. That's it. That's gonna be like how I end every single day from now on. Because I feel like that's the most effective way to like make a YouTube video. Like that's that's what I've come up with. So yeah, good night everyone, and God bless. Thank you guys for watching.